All right, so we're to our last question in the series, which is determining the duration for which maintenance is awarded. For how long is maintenance awarded? And that is explained in the statute, just like how they laid out the steps for determining the amount. The statute lays so here are the steps. Remember, here it lays out the steps to determining the duration. It's a lot easier though than what we were doing to find out the amount. So it's just basically it's calculated by multiplying the length of the marriage at the time the action was commenced. Remember when I was struggling to remember if it was date of filing or date of separation, it's date of filing, by these numbers that are affected by the length of the marriage. So if you're married for less than 5 years, you multiply the months times 0.2, that's going to be the duration. If you were married for 16 or more years but less than 17, you're going to multiply those months by 0.68, and then that will be the length of the marriage. So let's pull up our spreadsheet again, where we were calculating the amount to calculate the length or the duration of the award. So I'll zoom in on the screen here. All right. So we're back at our example of $112,000 for the payor, $30,000 for the payee, and the award is the $2,233.33 a month. And in this scenario, they were married for 15 and a half years. So that's 15 years, but less than 6, so that's 0.64. So it's 186 months times 0.64 becomes 119 months, or nearly 10 years of payments, 9.92. But I think handling in months is a lot easier because it's not 9 years, 9 months. It's 112 months. And that comes to a grand total of $265,000. If this payor was earning less, let's bring it down to the $50,000, which makes it $167 per month, then for the same length of time of marriage, the award would be $20,000. But let's say they were married for 7 years, but not more than 8, but less than 8. Excuse me. We'll just say they were married for 7 years and 3 months. That would be 87 months, but we would have to multiply it by 0.32, not this 0.64 like we had just a moment ago. And that would be 28 months for a total of $4,640. Let's just for fun bring it back up to the $112,000. Whoa, if I could type it in correctly. And then that becomes the $62,000. So that's how it's calculated. It's just you look, the duration is based off of this paragraph in B, so not too terribly difficult. You just want to make sure you go by the date of filing and you know how many months the parties were married from the date of marriage to the date of filing, and then multiply it by that number that's listed in the statute. So that's not too difficult. Getting to the amount requires more steps, and therefore it's perceived to be more difficult. But once you get those things done, you're in good shape. And I guess I didn't say this, so I'll kind of go into it real quick right now. Regarding this total number is important to calculate when you're trying to determine settlement or negotiations for like a buyout. Like, hey, you're entitled to $5,000 in maintenance, but you are also giving up $5,000 in your retirement account. Maybe it makes more sense just to call it a wash. You keep your retirement account and there's no maintenance, or something to that effect. It would be used, or you just want the money. That's fine. Keep in mind though that this is a source of income and revenue for purposes of child support, so it would reduce your child support obligation if that was a factor. But you may want to put that into just some food for thought.